Well, welcome back to more Dangan Ronpa. We are about to hopefully get to the end of this trial. It's been going for about an hour and some change now. So without further ado, let's continue the class trial. Alright.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice.
Wow.
Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice
Oh, dude, I know who it is! I know who it is! It had to be the person who took the fucking picture! The effort made to convince us the two murders were the same, though, that was a main characteristic this time. Kyoko must have noticed that fact from the very beginning, which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing, fucking detective-ass person. When you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at this.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved, but then who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
Yo! The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions, and in the end murdered him. Because we all know at this point that Hiro was inside the fucking suit, right? So he was inside the suit, and we know he didn't murder anybody, alright? And Celeste was the one who was saying that, oh my god! Alright, and the debates up till now, the way the case has unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems to fit. Yo! It has to be Junko! I know she did, but believe me guys, she came back to life, right? And she put on the suit, and she killed No, I'm just playing. Anyway, it's Kyoko. Ah! I hope I'm right. Here we go. It had to be. She took the fucking picture. She took the picture. This dude was really, like I was saying before, like several episodes ago. How was she able to take the fucking picture and not be attacked? Or why didn't the guy just kill both of them right there? Like, that didn't make any sense. So let's go. Celeste, yo.
Here's my answer.
Yo, eat this sideways truth bullet. Let's go.
It was Celeste.
So I'm the suspicious individual now. I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying then is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brain-fat, lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
Whoa! What happened to that French accent?
Pardonnez-moi.
What happened to that accent?
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
Paper hitting in Hifumi's pants, encountering this suspicious individual, the screaming. Because the only other people that were to encounter them was the suspicious individual was fucking Hifumi and Celeste. Let's go! Let's go!
Had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit.
Yes! We're putting you on blast! Yes!
The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Yes!
Shush. The adults are talking now.
What?
Sorry.
Man, this dude reminds me of Edgeworth too much, dude. He's like Edgeworth.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct?
And they went to the bathroom. She was the one who suggested they go to the bathroom.
And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
Yeah, the shadow.
we headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen.
Yo.
Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, that strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Hold on.
It was to get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Yeah, she was acting way too different.
If Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected. And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on.
I'm talking about licking people's boots. I never imagined her licking boots.
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the third floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead,
I didn't imagine that Hifumi would be murdered. Ah!
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
Ah, okay.
I don't believe it. Everything, the whole thing was one big act.
Yes.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
I knew it. 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 Ah!
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you ain't got that Lady Gaga poker face no more.
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sights of us standing around frightened and confused. We're going to die here. We're gonna die just like those guys died.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto.
She showed up. She didn't even know that he was dead,
Once
right?
we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead.
Nah, that's something I didn't catch.
Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said?
Byakuya is such an ass,
If you're
dude.
really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Byakuya said that Celeste's comments doesn't make sense. But what is he alluding to? Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Alright, Monokuma file number 3. What the hell is this gonna be used for, I wonder? Alright, let's find out.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here.
Okay.
We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
So strange. Alright, so there was only like a few things they gave when she said that she had only known about Hifumi's death. With that in mind, what's so strange about what she said is, alright, so okay.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and
Us?
They must be
That doesn't make
positively
sense. Let's get rid of it.
We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
So strange. She said that she only known about Hifumi's death. Them. Them?
All I said was...
She said us, right? Or no, she
they
said
must
them.
really be enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened. They must be positively. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it
Takes to finish. What was so strange
about
Celeste?
Oh, okay. I know where we gotta hit. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna shoot it. I'm not like 100% sure, but we gonna hit it anyway.
The sight of us standing around, they must be positively. We are all
Shoot
going
it
to
sideways,
die. We are going to
boy.
die.
Shoot it sideways.
Died. And that is all
What?
I said.
Oh no! I absorbed it instead. I was supposed to
all
shoot it.
takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't
Oops.
it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
I think this is what we have to hit. So strange, and then we have to shoot them, those guys.
Said was, we must really be enjoying the sight of us standing. They must be positively. We are all going
Them
to
guys,
die here.
right? Or those
We are
guys,
going
or
to
whatever.
die,
Yeah, here we go.
Just like those guys died.
No! What am I doing?
And
How do you
that is all I
shoot?
said.
I forgot how to shoot.
All it
Takes to finish this. What was so strange about
Yo, Yo, here we go. We got it. We got this.
The sight of us standing around. They must be positively. We are all going to die here. We are going to die.
Here we go. Okay, there we go. I wasn't exactly sure, dude, so I got kind of nervous. Shit.
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations?
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took? How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer.
She would know, huh?
In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away.
Bullshit! It don't even look like that!
Everything I told you was a lie. How can this picture exist?
It doesn't even look like he's being dragged!
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Other explanations? Look at him! Like he's leaning on him! Who the fuck drags people away leaning on somebody? Why? Look at this! Hifumi is dragging the suspect away. Hifumi and the suspect have been drinking. Hifumi and the suspect are dancing. Hifumi is dragging the suspect away.
I got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect
Yo,
away.
I called it like 6,000 episodes ago.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Damn! Celeste thinks she can prove there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away, but is that really possible? Damn, we going into it again. Holy shit, I thought we got her, dude. Holy shit, what is this going? Robo Justice costumes. Hero's message, Robo Justice blueprints. Okay, let's do it.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out.
Have we reached the end game?
Across Hifumi and had him carry my weight.
Okay.
You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all.
Stand up straight unless dude was leaning. He was leaning on him. He was fucking leaning on him, dude. It's clear. If I remember right, Hina said she said that she couldn't bend at the waist. Like, come
You
on.
dressed me up in that suit after I passed out.
Yashihiro's message, no.
Then you just
Robo
dragged me across
Justice
Hifumi and
blueprints,
had him
no.
carry my weight.
The
You
costume.
tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was
I
unconscious,
think it's this. No, wait.
there's no way
Here we go,
they
here we
could
go.
stand up straight like
Oh! Shut your mouth! No, you're wrong, Celeste!
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that, because that Robo Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
You totally can't bend at the waist.
That's right. They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
What? I don't understand.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
checkmate.
Uh-oh. Yo, why is it spinning? Spinning, 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 spinning.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Celeste?
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
What the hell is it now?
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Ah. Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right, I remember the name. That's your hero. What would you... What?
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
Damn, her voice is all changed now.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Wait, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Taro Namatame.
Your
Okay.
confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
Right?
He did say Yasuhiro. But are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
He said people's last names. He said, I think he said everybody's last name. Yeah, remember he always says Naiki? So he said people's last names.
I got it!
Yeah.
That's right! Our last names! He called us all by our last names!
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example.
Yeah, exactly.
So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name.
What was Celeste's last name again? Yo, she told us like 2 names before, right? Celeste, what's your name? Oh, see, look at that. Her real name ain't showing up though. Celestia Ludenberg. She had a real, no, that's a name like she got overseas or some shit, right?
Indecent?
Don't talk.
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit!
Yo, is that Colin Clinkenberg? No, that sounded like Winry.
Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you? Well... What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Fine. Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Wow, she losing her goddamn mind. Celestia still won't give up, so then I have to do something to make her accept it. Oh yeah, find out next time on Dangan Ronpa.